there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Be mindful of the women in your circle. And this is for men out there. Men out there, especially brothers though, especially brothers. Be mindful of the women in your circle, especially if you're trying to do something in your life, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Because I'm going to tell you what. The biggest hindrance to a man really doing something is really the women that are in his circles. And this is something, I know I've talked about this several times, but it's such an important subject. This is like one of those things like gratitude. You're going to get maybe a video once every 6 weeks or something on this subject, though. But be very careful. Be very mindful. Now, there is an exception to this rule. If you're one of these dudes out there, right, that you don't really care what you do in life, you ain't really tripping over, you ain't trying to do anything beyond the basics. You good with just working 9 to 5 and you basically want to be nondescript. Oh, hell, it don't matter then. But if you that type of man, especially a brother, wait a minute, let me see what's going on here, who wants to really do something in life, want to do something for the community, might want to get into politics. You got some idea of some programs you want to run. Be mindful of the women you're with. I'm tell you why, right? First of all, you have plenty of forces out there that want to break you down or want to stop anything positive, right? Because you got there's a lot of money to be made out here with people being trifling and people being in the state that they're in, right? There's a lot of money to be made and stuff. And also political reasons. There's a lot, especially if as a black man you're trying to rise. Right, because you still get stuff in the news. I just saw something in the news about some three teenage guys. They were accused of shoplifting at a Nordstrom, right? Even though they actually showed that they had paid for the stuff, but you're gonna keep getting stuff like that. So that's one way. But then if you got, unfortunately, if you're trying to do something, man, you can catch just as hell from the women in your life if they lack vision, or they feel like, well, we don't want to help you do that, or we want to break you down. Something, it could be something. They could just hate men or something and just want to hurt you, right? So you really got to think about those things, man. Like if you're a man, you got to think about the long-term repercussions of it too. Especially if you're in a public guy. Especially for YouTube content content creators. Excuse me. I know it's gonna get that word out. Or anybody, activists. If you I know some cats. They actually created schools and stuff. All right. Any program you're doing, be very careful, man. Be very careful because you got forces out there. That's how they're gonna come at you. Especially a black man. They're gonna come through you through a woman or something. And I've seen that happen so many times just in history. And if you really study it and stuff. So the thing is, be careful. Think long term. Like when you meet a woman, you immediately got to think long term. Like I said, if you don't want to do anything with your life and you quite content just to be happy-go-lucky every day, oh shit, go do what you want. There's no repercussions. The universe is not going to lose any sleep. Neither are the Illuminati. Nobody's going to lose sleep. But if you're trying to really do some stuff, that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. And any man should be careful anyway, especially in this age of Me Too. And especially what happened with Cosby. You get some woman who you just had bad sex with 30 years ago. She'll be coming up trying to say something. And it don't have nothing to do with it was actually like bothered her like that. But you do get some people with that mentality, like, oh, he doing something. Oh, what can I say? Oh, yeah, he did this years ago. You know, think about what you're saying out there, what you put. Like, if anybody like check anything in my background for what they can find on the internet, because I guarantee there's stuff they won't find. Yeah, used to work for the government, so some stuff y'all not gonna find anyway. But if you you know, you put some, you know, you got some stuff out there, trust me, people gonna check, they gonna look, and if they go to a deeper level, they'll go through your neighborhood or something, they'll talk. Like one thing, like when the background checks are done, right, like say you want to do something, government or some type of government job or something like that, you know, it's something that you can make a difference. When they do a background check, they'll first check with the people. They'll first check with the people who you mentioned on, you know, whatever list you put down. But they also assume that you're going to put some names down who are going to be favorable toward you if you got a little bit of sense. Yeah, that's the first thing. But then they'll ask that person, you know, does this person know 2 other people that they might not have put on this list? Right? And they'll keep going until they find somebody who might say something negative about you. So you got to think about it. But all of that starts really with the women, because they're still, I mean, that's the thing now. Right? And it's not to say women are inherently evil. I know I'll get some people in the comments like, you know, yeah, just leave them alone, period. But it's like, just think about it. If you're trying to do stuff, especially if you're going forward, especially, I got many young men who follow me, right? Who's doing some great things. They will be great men. They the main ones. Y'all need to hear me. Excuse me. We got this springtime cold and whatnot. They the main ones who need to listen. Be very careful who you're dealing with. Be very careful. Think about it. Shoot. You know, I know that woman fine and stuff. She trying to like give you something right away, but you know, you need to be like, hold up, girl. Hold up now, girl. Let me see what's up with you. Find out. Shoot, halfway do some background checks on them, man. No joke. Damn. I can't even see the time on this dude. But anyway, I'm sorry. Where I live, seeing a Confederate flag on something is just funny to me still, because it's so ubiquitous. That and, you know, some redneck or something getting out of a pickup truck and have a brown granddaughter or something. And you know, Papa got his, she got Papa wrapped around her little brown finger too. Anyway, right? Yeah, so, you know, as men especially, be mindful. Be very mindful. And it don't mean you gotta leave women alone totally. There's plenty of good women out there, but in this day and age, really, you really need to vet them. No joke. You really need to vet them. Because if you're trying to build something, trust me, as a black man in this country, if you're trying to build anything, somebody trying to break it down. And they start with the women, and quite frankly, I need to do something else on this. You'll get some crap from another man sometime too. Just on some jealousy shit. That's actually the saddest part, but you know what? That's a whole other video. So, hold up, yo. Hey, that's a nice one. Check that out. You know, I'm like a little scatterbrain when I'm driving sometimes, because I'm looking at everything. But anyway, right? That's it. And this is something, I mean, don't just, you know, I want men, especially, men in general, brothers in particular, think about my message today, for real. Really think about it. Because, you know, that one wrong step, you say the wrong thing to the wrong woman, something you ain't even thinking about, something you'll forget about to come back and haunt you. So you got to be very mindful. Anyway, right? That's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.